Hello, it's Oksana, and today I am so excited to show you the Silk Naturals Valentine's Day collection. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold all of these items up at once to show you, but I'll go one by one. And the first thing that I want to do is show you swatches of everything. And after I do that, I will kind of talk about each color more in depth, and I will show you what all of the lip products look like on the lips as well. So here come the swatches. So this is indoor lighting, and first are the concealers. P20 is on top, and P30 is the bottom one. Then we have the eyeshadows. Rendezvous is that first dark matte. Then we have Touch and Kismet. And then we have the lip colors. First is Icon. Next is La-Dee-Da, the gorgeous green shimmer it has. Then is NaNaNaNa BooBoo. It cracks me up to say that name. So that one is quite sheer, as you can see there. And last is Oooh-La-La, and that one is not sheer at all. It's very, very pigmented and opaque. So here is everything one last time. So here we are in the sunlight, and there's the two concealers, 20, 30, 30 is the bottom. Then the three eyeshadows, Rendezvous, Touch, and Kismet. Then we have the four lip colors, Icon, La-Dee-Da, NaNaNaNa BooBoo, and Oooh-La-La. So there are three eyeshadows in this collection, and I personally am so excited about Touch. It is just, it's gorgeous, and what most excites me about it is that I used to have a favorite very light pale pearl yellow color from Everyday Minerals. It was called Pearl Sunlight, and it was actually a concealer, even though it was like way too pearly to use as a concealer, but I suppose you can do it lightly to brighten things up. So Touch is a tiny bit more, like, it's not quite as pearly. You can detect little teeny tiny shimmers in it when you look closely, versus the other one just being really pearly. And Touch is a little bit darker, a little bit more yellow. The other color was pretty much like a white, but they are actually quite similar, like close enough, the closest I found. So I was really excited about Touch because I loved that Pearl Sunlight color for an inner corner highlight, and just even for all over the lid. I wore it that way all the time as well. So I'm really excited that Touch can now be my alternative. The other color was reformulated and it was different, and then it was discontinued, so it doesn't exist anymore. And Touch is a really good replacement for it. And also, if you are familiar with Briege's light pale yellow color or pale gold called White Lighter, this is very similar to that. It's just a teeny tiny bit lighter. So just for comparison there for you. And then Kismet is really pretty too. It is like a taupey purple shade. I myself love purples, and I love cool tone shades for my eyes, so this color is right up my alley. And this last color called Rendezvous, this one is also a purple, and it is actually a matte. This purple is a little bit more of kind of like a plum, I guess, whereas Kismet has some taupe to it. This has a little bit more of a plummy undertone, and it's very dark, and it's very pigmented. So that is Rendezvous. And besides the three eyeshadows, there are also 4 lip colors. So first up is Icon, and this color was available for a limited time when you purchased the Naked 3 clones from Silk Naturals, and everybody loved it, so it has been made permanent and it is part of this Valentine's Day release, and I absolutely love it. I did just put it on my lips, so this is what it looks like. It's just a gorgeous nude that leans pink, that has a tiny bit of like a golden shimmer to it. I think it goes really well with all those Naked 3 clone eyeshadows, but it's even without them, it's just a beautiful shade and I really like it. So I'm excited that that has been made permanent. And next, I am super excited about this color. It is called La-Dee-Da. I just put it on my lips and I love it. It is a plum with gorgeous, gorgeous fine green shimmer. And it doesn't make it like, it doesn't look green on my lips or anything, but it just makes it that much more unique and pretty. And I just absolutely love everything with green shimmer for your lips. I know it sounds like such a weird concept. There's another color that's been around for a while called Betty, which is a pink with green shimmer, and I absolutely love that one. So I knew right away when I saw in the description that this was a lip color with green shimmer, I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this one. And I do. I think it's really flattering and really pretty. And then there's this color called NaNaNaNa BooBoo, which is a very long name for a lipstick, and it always cracks me up when I say it. But this was a gift with purchase color originally, which I purchased that week to make sure that I get it. And it was the vegan lipstick form at that point. And when she remade it, she put it in a different formula. This is the Black Label lipstick formula, which is also vegan, I believe, but the difference is this has that lip plumper in there. It's not minty or anything, but it's, I don't know, I like it. It's kind of more moisturizing. Like my lips do feel more plump, so I really like the Black Label. It's kind of like a fancier formula for the lip products. I think it might be slightly more expensive, just like pennies more expensive than the other lip products. I can't remember exactly, but the color, let me show you. It's the same color, but this new formula comes across a little bit more more sheer or something, so it looks slightly different. So for comparison, this is the old and this is the new, and I think it's just about like the thickness of how they go on your skin. Maybe the old version it looks a tiny bit cooler, but I mean it's the same pigments, so I don't understand how the color could be any different. I think it's just like when I blend them out, they will probably look pretty much the same. So I have it on my lips, and it is supposed to be slightly cool, but on me it looks quite warm. It definitely pulls warm on me. And then if I look in the container, if I look at the actual, you know, color, it does look like it's a tiny bit cool, but for some reason it just really tends to pull warm on me, maybe because it's so sheer. It is very sheer, I should say, and it's just kind of a my lips but better look. So I like it for days when I'm not really wearing any makeup or I'm just doing very minimal makeup, for just a very natural look. And last is this lipstick called Oooh-La-La, which is the organic lipstick formula. And this one, it's a pretty color, but it's probably my least favorite just because I have it on my lips, and I find these sorts of shades the least flattering on me, personally. It is a warm, sort of a coral, reddish, orangish shade, and I just personally don't love these kinds of colors on myself, but I do think it's a pretty color and it's very pigmented and opaque. So 2 more products to show you. There's this absolutely adorable little bottle of liquid eyeliner. It's so cute, and it's called Blackjack, and it has a nice little brush, nice pointy brush there, and it draws a good black pigmented line. You can get it nice and thin if you want to. So the problem with this, or not problem, but it's a very natural formula, and it is water-based. So it's very easy to wash off at the end of the day. It just comes right off with water. But if you're going to be around water, if your eyes tend to water, if it's raining, if you're going to a pool party, you know, probably not going to hold up very well on you. But other than that, it actually holds up well because it repels oil a little bit. These kinds of water-based products, like their eyeshadows or cream eyeshadows, actually work well for me because my eyes don't tend to water, and my eyelids tend to get oily, and so they actually hold up well because they're like resistant to being dissolved by oil. They're more dissolved by water. So same case with this. I haven't had a chance to wear it too much, so I'm not going to say, you know, how it wears and lasts for me. But I did notice, I tried it out when I first, you know, got my order in. I went and I had tried to put it on right away. I wasn't actually wearing makeup, so it was good timing of my mail. And one thing I noticed, because it's water-based and my eyelids are really oily, I just went ahead and tried to apply it. And it started almost like beating up on my skin because the oiliness of my lids was like repelling it. So if you have oily eyelids, what you want to do is wipe that oil off first, or apply your primer and eyeshadow and all that stuff, which I didn't do because I was just trying this on. And your eyeshadow and primer and everything, it'll kind of absorb the oils, and then this will go on nicer. So just a tip, if you have oily eyelids, you can still make this work for you. Just make sure to, you know, wipe off the oil. And then the last product is, I have two little samples here of their HD Peach Concealer. I have 20 and 30. And the color of this is just perfect for brightening up your under eye area and erasing your eye circles. When I put it on, it was just like instantly brightened, and I really like the look of this. The 30 is probably a teeny bit too dark. I would use the 20 myself if I were to pick one of these that works, so 20, 30. And the problem for me is that my skin is dry, I have some fine lines forming, and so I have trouble with most natural concealers. As you may know, if you watch any of my videos, I always complain how I have trouble with natural concealers. I have found a few that work relatively well, but most do not, and this one, like a lot of others, will settle into just like every like little fine line, little nook and cranny in my skin, and becomes a little bit more obvious that I'm wearing makeup there. So it is not quite the product for me because of that, but the color is just right on. I mean, I wish that this worked because it just looked so good. So if you don't have real problems with things creasing, I mean, I noticed like a lot of products that people in the natural green beauty community rave about don't work for me. So I think that most people don't have such bad creasing issues like I do, in which case then this will probably work well for you, and the color is just perfect for canceling out those under eye circles, but unfortunately just not for me. So that is it. That is the entire collection here. And the eyeshadows, I can't pick up everything, but it's really exciting. I was so excited at all of these beautiful new products, and I hope that this video was helpful to you if you wanted to see some swatches and see what these colors were like. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.